Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Gemini, June 9, 2022. Today's transits are good for connecting, sharing, and bonding. However, Saturn reaches its station as it turns retrograde, and you're encouraged to slow down to consider your more extensive plans and goals. Saturn will remain in its yearly retrograde cycle, this time until October 23rd, and there can be a shift in your perspective on your responsibilities. Initially, it could feel heavy, and your responsibilities seem to weigh you down, but this feeling will subside. Plans or projects may stall, or you question your commitment to some of them, perhaps due to altered motivation levels or realistic assessments of the limits of time and energy. The months ahead are excellent for editing or building upon existing projects, but less ideal for brand new major or ambitious plans. It's good to remember that simplifying, building, structuring, and stabilizing efforts produce the best results while Saturn is retrograde. It is talking that transforms your relationships today. The current planetary aspect indicates that you have options you can profitably play with. The only catch is that you have to know your own motives. If you want to hang on to the power in the partnership, then you can manipulate with words. If you are willing to change, you can heal with words also. The choice is yours. The retrograde season continues as Saturn stations retrograde in Aquarius today. Beginning now and going until October, you will have to seriously consider if you are on the right professional path. Saturn retrograde may encourage you to consider an unconventional route, like taking a physical or educational road less traveled. You may find that Saturn retrograde is the perfect time to consider what your experiences can add to your career and what you can do moving forward to better your professional development. By the end of Saturn retrograde, you will feel confident assuming responsibility for your professional trajectory. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday has left you with more than just a sharp nose for money and a better read on your income needs and priorities. This has allowed you to pick up on a wealth of information from across the income, work, and career fronts that is both stable and a taste of things to come. People in your social sphere will pay you particular attention, making you feel secure and helping to address your needs. You can be sure that people are ready to meet them. This can bring positive changes to your social environment in the long run. You're pretty wonderful, it's true. So it shouldn't come as too great of a shock that everyone's noticed your almost magical optimism and open-minded attitude. Soak up all the affection coming your way today. With newfound confidence, it's time to enjoy yourself and use your abilities to connect with a bunch of new people. Your enhanced attractiveness and appeal mean it's easy to make conversation. Who knows, maybe at the end of this adventure you may meet someone special and allow them to enter your life. The current planetary configuration gives us a chance to pull out the physical and emotional needs of our inner child, the need to be nurtured, the need to be fed and well taken care of into the structure of our waking hours. It helps us to implement what we want in our lives. Therefore, this is an auspicious time for making known to yourself what will help you feel more secure in your life. Ask yourself, what do you need in order to feel good? Put your recreation and hobbies aside. It's time to get to work. It's a day, and you can bet that once you get started, you're going to see a lot accomplished. 3. Chances are you need this catch-up time, so take full advantage of it. Make yourself a list of things that need your attention to help you stay focused. Then go about wrapping things up one thing at a time. You'll be satisfied at the end of the day. As you move into the final 12 days of your birthday month, you might be thinking that it is time to get serious about your game plan and resolutions for the coming year. Instead, with Mercury not returning until early next week to get your head back in the game and Venus still 2 weeks away from returning to Gemini to give your heart a voice, it is still too soon. Instead, this is buying you time to explore your options, making sure that you have plenty of choices when the time comes. With no planetary activity in your romantic sector, the moon's return today is a valuable chance to give the spirit of romance a boost, and with perfect timing. This comes just as Venus, the planet of love, moves into her final 2 weeks in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart and of a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane. Our eyes in the sky. As the moon spends its last hours in attention-seeking Virgo today, this is your last chance to make it all about you. This fiery emotional lunar combo loves to make you the center of everything, so even if you're shy at heart, you might actually enjoy being in the spotlight a little more than usual now. And since all eyes will be on you, why not look your best? This is prime primping energy, so make those hair and mani-pedi appointments ASAP. Clothes shopping is fun now too, as is taking more selfies from more fantastic angles than seem humanly possible. Although there's no social media posting limit, maybe there should be. No matter how good you look, people might be tired of seeing you live your best life by the time the day is over. But overall, not a bad problem to have. There's not a whole lot to complain about today unless you're looking extra hard for it. In the morning, the Virgo moon trines Uranus in Taurus, stimulating our intuition. The day ahead forecasts significant twists and turns, when riding the wave will make us magnets for serendipity. Although surprises and shake-ups serve to release us from self-imposed limitations, the trine is also what is considered an easy aspect. This means that we can miss its most constructive effects if we are content to stay in the house. We don't have to go out of our way to use this influence to our full advantage. Try taking a different road to work, sampling a new cuisine, or volunteering to teach someone a skill you've cultivated. In the process, we'll place ourselves just enough outside our comfort zone, communicating to the universe our interest in an upgrade. Shortly following this, the moon squares off with the Gemini sun, prompting us to review events that have transpired since the May 30th Gemini new moon. Intentions were set for manifesting social connections that could aid us in sharing our voices within our communities. We might have begun ventures dealing explicitly with the spoken or written word, or undertaken research or investigative projects. Yet, now we find ourselves faced with adversity. Perhaps we are grappling with self-doubt. Or perhaps we are experiencing conflict with someone who has called our intelligence into question. If we adopt a know-it-all approach, we deny ourselves the opportunity to grow in our field of expertise. Remember, we are here to learn. Learning requires us to update our opinions when faced with new evidence. Don't deny yourself the chance for further self-development. We'll choose to express ourselves with acts of kindness and service to those we care about, who will then see our truest heart. Our need for variety can place us in situations where romantic engagements take a back seat. Ordinarily, asking for space won't be a problem here. It is more likely that issues will arise if we make our needs known improperly or fail to consider someone else's needs. The reverse may also be true. We feel neglected in some capacity by another, which makes us go looking for love in all the wrong places.